It's off, dude.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yo.
welcome to the podcast. I don't know if it's the first episode
podcast.
or not. We're not giving a title yet. Unless this blows up, guys, you can help me blow it up by giving it a like and sharing it with your friends, subscribing if you are new. This is on the channel you guys might have seen if you were subscribed already. But today, I have the boys here who you've all seen, and we are going to be talking about our very loved sport of crew.
AKA rowing.
Rowing, yeah, same thing. And we have the sign behind Koosh, Life is Better at the Lake, because that is where we do thus sport.
Thus sport.
Thus sport, yeah. Alright, so explanation. Coxswain. Oh yeah, Koosh's our coxswain, by the way, if you guys know. He's the guy who yells at us in the boat. Does a very important job.
I'm the stroke. I'm the guy who yells at Koosh in the boat.
Yeah,
well, that's not actually the job, but the job is to set the
We'll explain it later.
We'll explain it. But anyways, yeah, Koosh did some mess up, but Koosh, why don't you go ahead and start explaining,
Alright, so...
because you were leading us.
Each roll? Alright, so
No, like the sport. What is...
Alright, well, the crew
It's
is...
a fundamental one.
Alright, the crew is... I'll actually say it how our coach says it, right?
Go ahead.
The crew is the sport that you... I really forgot how to word this. It's the sport where you
One take,
propel a
baby.
racing shell towards
Wow.
a lake, towards a finish line.
We're going towards the
You're not
lake.
in
We're
the
not
lake.
in the lake. We're going towards the lake.
Can you explain to them what the
Across-
racing shell looks like?
So a boat, basically.
a boat.
All right. So
Skinny long boat.
there's a big boat. It's like actually, I'm pretty sure it's like 60 feet.
Something like that.
Something
That's crazy.
something stupid. It's like
It's long.
huge and it's pretty heavy. So we have 8 guys.
200 pounds.
Yeah. For us in our boats that we race, we do 8 guys and Koosh, so 9 guys, so coxswain, and we do like races against other boats. You're lined up. Same thing like track. You start to finish. Blah blah blah. And you have Jack this year, who was our V1 stroke, means he was setting the pace for all of us.
He was the first guy in the boat, so he's right in front of the coxswain, and he sets
Which
the
is
pace.
this
So
guy?
everyone follows the stroke.
Because one of the most important things about crew is the timing, because everyone has to get in time with each other to maximize power. So the stroke has to be consistent so that everyone can follow them.
I feel like it's important to bring up everybody who doesn't do crew. 1 says it's easy, which is it's not easy. 2 thinks that the coxswain only yells row, like row, row, row. And
Koosh does that.
well, sometimes yeah. If we're doing like drills, like pause drills or whatever. And also that all you do is like go like this, and it's just so much. It's not just your hand.
It's just
It's
wrong.
not just your arms.
It's
Everyone's
also
like
mainly
you
legs.
go like this. Yeah,
Mainly
it's
legs.
most of your legs. Most of the power is in your
That's
legs.
why most rowers have like
It's
those
75%.
big thighs.
I think it's 75% legs, and then the rest is back and arms.
Nice.
I think that's the percentage.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Mexico.
Koosh, what are some of the phrases you say in the boat, bud?
I
That you're,
say a lot.
that you're very
Let's see
proud
some
of.
Alright, so
Seriously
my whole
phrases.
job,
Peanut butter?
is to sit there and do nothing. Okay? No, just kidding. Okay.
No, Koosh is a very important.
So I'm not a
role.
rower, so
Very.
therefore I can't actually physically push the boat forward.
Hang on, why don't you tell the story of how you became a coxswain? It's very long,
Alright,
elaborate.
we'll talk about that. Alright, so it's really
Oh,
quick, okay?
boy.
So usually how people become coxswains, at least in high school level, the shortest person becomes a coxswain,
Shortest and
the shortest person and the lightest.
Yeah, Koosh is a twig, guys. By the
Becomes
way,
the-
if you're
Yeah,
gonna
he
tell, if he's a twig.
Koosh shows up one day, right? He doesn't even know what crew is.
Yeah, I don't.
And the coach is just like, Koosh, you're coxing today.
This kid dragged me to it.
And then, yeah, that's right. And then he says, okay. And then from then on,
I became a coxswain.
he was a coxswain.
I was awful the first 2 years, by the way.
Mhm.
I was like, so my main job is to sit there, and so I can't, like I said earlier, I can't physically.
Wait, the first 2 years are like. I thought it was all 4
Do you
years.
mean all 4? Yeah. What?
Dude. So I was working on Saturday, and he was like, Koosh was so bad.
Previous row, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he say was? Or he said.
He said he was, and then he got
Oh,
He
better.
okay.
didn't have you this year though, Koosh.
Alright.
You stepped up this
Yeah.
No,
year.
I was.
I told him
I was
that.
just.
I had your back, okay?
Yeah, okay. Did he believe you?
Oh wait, it looks like somebody wants to join
What the
us.
hell?
Guys, my brother, our shirtless brother's
What
down
the
here.
hell?
He also rose for crew,
Come back
by the
with a
way.
shirt
I
on.
mean, I can't
Yep.
be.
Yeah, you
Put
can
a
come
shirt
back
on.
with a shirt on. Yeah. One take, bud. One take.
Oh
Oh,
Alright,
that's
go for
kind
Oh
of
my
weird.
god.
Alright, so I'm gonna go on what I was saying.
Let
We'll
Koosh, let Koosh go ahead.
So
Is that a
I
live
can't
audience?
actually. So I'm not a rower, so I can't actually push the boat forward. So my job is I have a microphone, and there's speakers in the boat, and my job is to essentially motivate the rowers. I do steer the boat. Motivate the rowers. So I have a lot of phrases like it just comes. Like I just said a lot of stuff
Big
like
legs.
let's go, big legs.
Drive with the legs.
Drive with the
That's
legs.
good,
I said that a
That's-
lot.
that's
I said
good.
less about this year though.
Really?
I didn't use drive with the legs.
I think
but,
you use a lot.
but this
I
season.
don't even remember doing
So I have a lot of
it.
sayings, and I say them a lot, and they just get used to it eventually. So that's why they mock me every time I say like, "Let's go."
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was some.
But
There's
you
a
don't,
lot
you
of
don't say
iconic
let's
Chris
go.
moments.
You say next go.
I say next go. Yeah,
Yeah, you
next
say
go.
next go. Right, you've lost.
Next go. Oh,
So yeah, this is them mocking me.
There's a lot. The best part with Cruz being the coxswain is he does a lot of mess ups, and so that was like one of the best parts.
It's usually it's usually numbers. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and
It's
that's
usually
pretty
enough
important.
numbers, okay?
Counting in crew
It's
is
not
pretty
that
important.
many other stuff.
Numbers are very
Yeah,
important
so
in crew, and he messes
we have
them
this
up.
we have this strategy that we use, and it's called power tens, and it's universal throughout the whole sport. But you do 10 strokes where you go as hard as you can, and usually do it to like go as hard as you can, like most pressure as possible
Yeah.
for 10 strokes, and usually to like get ahead of the other boats around you, and you're supposed to count out the strokes.
The coxswain
1,
usually
2, 3,
does.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
10. Alright?
Oh.
And a lot of times, what I do is, it's better, instead of hearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I go like 1, drive with the legs, 2,
Drive with
push,
the legs.
3, and I say something in between, and in that process I kind of mess up a lot, so I go 1, 2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they usually end up taking
that
one more
has
stroke.
actually happened. That is a real example of something that has happened.
So
It
that's
was like freaking 5, 6, 8 or something stupid. that
Yeah, he
happened.
skipped the number and then repeated it.
So they usually end up doing one more stroke of the power 10 than they have to, but you know,
And
that's how
it's-
they get more out of it.
Ridiculous.
It's also like really bad when we're
He was
rowing.
actually a mastermind.
Because when we're rowing, we need to be like super focused when we're doing, because technique is like the most important part. You're like full body motion, and when Kush messes up, it just makes, at least for me, I just literally start like laughing, and I have to bite my tongue literally to stop, because it's so funny.
Because you're always laughing, right?
Yeah,
you
I know.
never stop.
We have this
laugh
one
a
kid.
lot.
We have this one kid on our team, and he rows with his tongue out, right?
Oh, the boy!
Right?
Our
And-
boy.
And going on, you have to bite your tongue, right? But
Yeah.
I always afraid that he's gonna like, because when you're rowing, you're tired, and imagine like doing like running a mile, right? And at the end, you know how you're like tired, you don't really think, right? So that's
Yeah.
like same thing with crew, right? At the end of the race, you're not really thinking, you can't really process. So I'm afraid he's just gonna like not think and like bite his tongue off because he's just not thinking.
I'm a-
Or like he catches
Right?
a crab.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
if you
catch-
catch,
oh
it's
my
like when
God.
if you're riding a horse and you're talking, you're gonna bite your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't
catch
think
it.
you'll bite your tongue off.
You won't
I
bite
think
your
your
tongue
body's gonna
off. You'll
stop
bite
you
your
from
tongue.
doing-
You'll,
you'll bite it.
you'll probably bite
Yeah,
it.
but sometimes if you like hit your chin, like if you catch a crab, you hit your chin, your tongue is going off.
Yeah,
Your
no,
tongue's
no.
out.
But like if it's like if it's an external force,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna bite it off, just not.
And actually, I don't think we explained crabs to them.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, there are some iconic
Who
crab
wants-
moments. We're not gonna say names.
How many
We're not gonna
crabs?
go.
How many crabs has each person here caught? In the official
Dude.
preseason.
Peter.
No, I caught one crab.
Or-
I caught one
What?
crab.
How
Oh,
many-
this season?
How many crabs?
No, in official like cruise fall in spring.
In the spring season.
Any
Anything since our freshman year started.
One.
One.
Oh,
Camp
okay.
doesn't count, right? Like when we
Camp
do
doesn't
camp.
count.
I honestly don't
Zero.
know. I honestly don't know.
So
I think
we'll-
you did. You
we'll say
definitely
I
three.
did.
have caught
We'll say
crabs.
Freshman
three.
year, you did.
I've
say
definitely
three.
caught crabs before, but I don't
Approximately
remember
three.
how many.
We'll say 3.
Approximately.
Maybe 4 or 5. I don't know.
Alright, so alright, let me
Wraps it up.
who wants to explain what a crab is when we do it?
I think Orion said he has
Alright,
the
Yeah.
highest
Alright, good.
Dude, I can't. Dude, I don't know.
Alright, well you help me when I'll explain
Yeah,
it, but
I
help me go
can't-
through
I
it.
can't explain.
So
things, dude.
pretty much when you're rowing and like the oar's going through the water like against you, you're pulling in, the oar's going this way. So what happens is it gets like stuck, right?
Yeah, so if you don't move, a lot of times if you don't move your oar at the speed of the boat go as in time with everyone, at the same speed, or if you don't put your blade in properly, like if you don't put
Yeah.
your blade in vertically, if you put it like this, it will get trapped under the water, and essentially what happens is the oar, so you're pulling the oar will come towards you,
And it'll get stuck on
and
your
the
like
speed
stomach.
of I literally have the speed
Also
of the boat.
it could over your head.
Yeah,
and
that's
if-
true.
and
Well,
the-
that's what you want to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
So and it tries to go past you, so behind you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work
But
because you're in the way.
sometimes, a very like
Very rare
special
occasion.
special occasions, you get an ejector crab where you're just straight up ripped out of the boat and into the water.
So that happens when it gets stuck in between, like near your
And in
stomach,
your gut, really.
and like you're trying to fight it off, but you can't. And eventually, if the rest of the boat keeps going, and if they pull harder, eventually they just get knocked out.
yeah, it's
So-
like you have your feet strapped into the boat, and those are actually just straight up pulled out. It's really funny to watch videos of it.
If that happened in like during a race, I would lose my mind. Even if we were against somebody, I don't know if I'd be able to row because I'd be laughing so hard. Like,
Do you remember that
Well,
one
you
race
can't row 'cause
where,
you
it
lost
was, like,
someone.
Avon or
yeah,
somebody?
no, but like if it was another boat, I
Someone
would
got, like,
lose
oh,
it.
yeah.
Their warlock came out.
What? Yeah, there all that came out.
Yeah, there was
Hank.
a race one time. No, on the other team.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so sometimes stuff like that happens.
Here's a picture if you guys want to. Because they probably have no idea what we're talking about. So that's rowing right there.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh,
There
look
you
at you.
There you go.
So good.
We
Just
could
look
edit
up
that in
rowing.
post-production.
Yeah.
We could have just edited that
I
in
could have just,
post-production.
just dropped the picture in.
Alright, well, you don't.
Well, it's too late now.
He doesn't know how
because-
to edit, so.
Oh,
yeah,
my god.
yeah.
Wow, that was
I've
just
seen
shot
YouTube.
it right
I've
in the
seen the
heart.
YouTube channel.
That's the one card. Pull it right out.
Oh,
Alright, let's
Yellow
get back on
card.
topic.
Yeah, wait, let's get back on topic here.
Alright.
We're going a little off trail.
Shall we go? Yeah, consult the paper.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, we don't need to consult the paper yet because it's like crew
yeah.
along with other sports. It's kind of special because you need a swim test, right?
oh. Oh, no.
He's really gonna
We're talking about
He's
this.
gonna-
Yeah, go ahead, Orion.
So it was freshman year, right?
Wait, first can you explain? If when you're in the boat, obviously you're on the water. If you fall,
Yeah.
you need to know how to swim.
You gotta know
It's a
that.
necessity.
You gotta be able to tread water, and a special person at this.
So it was freshman year,
table.
right? And you have to do swim test, okay? Because remember this is like 5 years ago, okay? Like 5 years ago.
Not 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
it was 5
4 years
four,
ago.
4 years ago.
Can't
fine.
have
now.
This is 4 years
You're
ago,
proving
okay?
the point that you
I-
can't do
yeah.
that.
And I failed the swim
actually,
test
that's fine.
the first time, and I did it the second time. Don't worry.
Yeah, I never went.
Made an indoor pool.
In an indoor pool,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
And
The lake was too rough and tumble.
no, we didn't do it the lake other time.
When did you do?
There was no test of the lake the other time.
Dude, I did in the camp 2 years before
No,
you, and it was
but
in the
there's
lake.
no fall, so
Oh.
so if you did
Oh,
spring, you
true.
only.
Oh.
Where did you?
So what?
What?
Yeah, or one of the YMCA's, but
Oh, that's not what
I don't know where to get it, but yeah. So I did it the second time. Now I'm fine. I'm a fine swimmer now, though.
Yeah.
Oh really?
I don't find
I'm
I don't know,
okay
dude.
swimmer.
In the
Okay,
ocean,
okay,
you
what
kind
do
of
you
struggle
say?
going out to the buoy.
Yeah, because I had no stamina.
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 So you can't float.
I can't float. There's
Yeah, you
not
have
no
no mass.
There's
you
no-
have
It's
no
just
mass.
bones. It's just bones.
It is.
It sinks.
It is.
I know.
120.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's like pathetic, bro.
I'm
That's
sorry. I'm a cock. Okay, you want weight? You want to drag more weight?
What?
Yeah,
You're
wanna
not
drag
doing
my weight?
content anymore, but.
Yeah, but like, would you wanted to?
No, but
But
it's not healthy.
Would I
for you.
wanted to? No, I wouldn't have wanted to. But I
Before you
wanted
were
to.
sick in health,
Alright.
you need to gain more weight.
I will.
Yeah, when kids come back after college, he's gonna be ripped. He's gonna have like
I know the-
a bunch
Or
more
he's gonna
weight.
take the Wendy's diet.
Yeah.
Alright, the Wendy's diet.
Yeah, the Wendy's diet.
Alright, let's get back on track.
Back on tap.
Yeah, dude, this is not the. We'll have another episode for just roasting.
Another
This
podcast
episode is actually crew. So let's go to 2K racing and our best friend, the ergometer.
It's called the-
Ergometer.
it's called the-
Ergometer.
It's called the erg.
No, it's the ergometer.
The proper name is ergometer.
Oh no, actually,
Yeah.
it's
Look
called
it
the
up.
Devil's Torture Machine.
Alright, that's what you
Oh,
call it.
true.
I didn't know the
It
proper
actually
name is actually the
sucks.
ergometer.
All right,
I'm
so
not messing with me,
Noise
but
from
sure, I'll
hell.
take your word for it.
No, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm 95% sure.
that's
Well,
ergometer.
you guys
I
look
guess
it up.
same
It is
thing, but
ergometer.
Alright, well,
yeah, same thing,
Or
same
it's
difference.
back.
It's the same
you guys
stuff.
probably know as a rowing machine at the gym.
Yeah, a lot of people do them wrong when they're at the
You've
gym.
seen at gyms for some reason they have like ergs that have water in them. Those things suck. They feel bad.
Yes.
It's still erg though.
It is still an erg.
Yeah, but people, you probably
But
seen so many
concept two is
compilations,
pretty good.
like the gym compilations. Everybody does them wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like there's like a proper technique. And if
It
you
looks
don't
like
do it,
you're
you
gonna
hurt
hurt their
yourself.
back.
Yeah, exactly. People do hurt their backs when
Yeah.
they do it. So,
CrossFit people doing the erg.
Should we do a
Yeah.
demonstration?
That's the word.
oh Jesus.
Well, next explain the so
Craig,
there's
you want to do one?
No.
so
Oh,
on this
wanna do
rowing machine,
100?
right? There's a staple for how good you are, and it's called the 2K test, right?
The race.
2,000
Meters.
Kilometers.
meters.
Kilometers.
Kilometers.
2
Holy.
2,000 meters of just going as hard as you can, and the faster you can do it puts you in the higher boats.
Hold on. 2,000 meters doesn't sound bad because like runners will be like, oh, that's not a lot. I could do like 4 minutes on that. Okay, yeah, but that's completely different. You're not using a full body workout and like
There's full body,
Jump-
and you have
hop
the
on an erg.
resistance of the water. You're running
Yeah.
through air, not through water.
hop. Yeah, there's resistance on this too. Like there's a resistance level. So hop on an erg and do it yourself and see what you get for a time. But anyways, yeah, 2,000 meters and it's literally, however long it is, it's that amount of time, but it's hell. So
That's bad.
yeah, Jack has the best time in this group right here. So you know,
Obviously.
Yeah.
So like, there's
Kush
like,
has the worst.
I have the worst time because I'm a cockstar.
Also
I don't do
obviously.
it.
Yeah.
So why don't we have Kush demo the erg then?
Yeah, you think so?
Oh,
Actually, no.
I-
Kush's technique is
probably
going.
a
Let's
rower
get
do
someone
it.
else. Yeah.
I really don't want to hop on that
You
again.
guys
I don't want to
technique.
hop on
Wanna hop
either.
on?
I don't want to hop on.
I don't even. I don't know. I
Anyone
don't
wants
want
to
to do
hop
it.
on.
Alright, your podcast buddy, get on.
Hell no! Shut the hell up! I'm not doing that.
You
Come on,
guys need to
Greg.
erg for next year. And
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already
Yeah.
erged today. 500 meters.
500 meters.
Oh, so much. Oh my god.
That was killing me, bro.
Did you go like a what? 3-minute split?
No, I went out my 2K split, but like literally,
Okay.
I haven't touched the machine all summer, and I hope it's not watching this because
Uh-oh.
that would suck. But I didn't touch it all
You're
summer.
gonna
I
kill.
jumped on it, dude. I did 500 meters. I was winded. I was
This is the new
gassed.
captain, by the way.
Yeah, this is our captain.
I told her you didn't erg all summer.
Oh.
Your mom was on a
Listen
call
to her
from the
coach.
car and said, Greg hasn't erg all summer.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't.
Uh-oh.
All right, but I also think I hold the record in this group for the amount of times throwing up after. I think I have like
That's
a weak
true.
stomach
It is.
because I have to have a weak stomach. After we erged or 2K'd in winter, like we did like tests, our coach put us through like all the tests. I literally walked outside, started throwing up. I leaned against the brick wall, fell to the ground, and I would just every once in a while just lean over, go
Died.
right up to my side.
It was
15
bad.
times is my record
Bad.
in a row.
Yeah,
I've
nasty
thrown up
dude.
0 times from
No,
Greg.
I can't
And
get
I
it.
have
0 time.
1 time that's better than Greg's, and that is my PR.
I can't
Rough.
I can't get out of the image out of my head where I walked out and I see you in the corner, literally liquid
Dying.
vomit, just like
It's so painful.
you were in the corner. I can just remember the corner. You're in the corner of like the
Or the next to the door.
Yeah, right next to the door, in the corner, just like liquid vomit, just
Oh,
out
that's nasty,
over
dude.
and over and over and over and
That's
over again.
disgusting.
There was one time when I took
I
it.
mean,
I
throwing
did
up
draw.
isn't uncommon for sports, but like
Yeah.
it just shows you how hard it is. It's not like easy.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
We're not saying it's like better. It's like who's harder than most
Yeah.
sports, but
Yeah.
we're just saying it's up there.
It's pretty young.
It's painful.
Yeah.
How many times have you thrown up, Orion?
Never.
Never?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been close, but I've
Strong
never
stomach
done
boys.
it.
Yeah, I have too. But
Because
actually, more
when we
after
did our
running.
2K at
Yeah.
2Ks at the end of spring,
Mm.
like
I
I
remember
threw
that.
up like 2 hours down from it. I could see it him doing it. It
Oh.
was like that. I was,
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
No, but
I
his
was-
issue is he didn't
and plus
eat that
we
well.
ate steamed buns earlier today
So
too.
stupid.
I know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're gonna 2K today. What's a good
Get
idea?
some
To eat something
Chinese
not good for
food.
you.
It was really good food, but it didn't
Dude.
probably didn't taste so good on the second round up.
I think that was like me freshman year when we did like running outside before practice. I had a Big Mac. I threw it up. I threw it up.
We have a friend who brought Coca-Cola to practice
Oh yeah.
as a substitute
I took
for
it from him.
water.
I
Yeah,
took
he
it
took
from
it from
him.
him
I took
and
it
poured it
from
Who
out.
did it? Oh my
Which
god.
He brought Coke to practice.
Jesus.
Oh, there was one practice I think. Greg, yeah, you had like the Shamrock Shake.
Those are so good.
Yeah, before like
Those
a
are so
workout.
good.
Oh,
during
yeah, I
winter.
remember
Yeah.
that.
It's like, you
Complaining the whole
dumbass.
time.
Yeah.
Well, let me
it
go.
was
Let me
so
go
good.
back to
Like,
like
free excuse
talking about
training.
the 2K. Like next, talk about like times that are good and bad. So
Yeah.
like,
Next talk about.
so like a sub 7 time is considered like good. So if you can do under 7 minutes
Yeah.
Mhm.
on our 2K
Then-
test, that means that's
There's one
that's pretty
person
good.
here who's achieved that so far.
All right.
No,
calm
two
down.
people.
Hey,
two
in a
people.
cruise season. In a cruise season, one person here has
I'm
achieved that.
subjective.
True.
but,
true.
Greg did it, but it was
was
didn't
at the
technically
end of the
count. Yeah, it
season.
didn't really count.
Whoa. He has it written down in his book. I think it.
So for the high
technically
school
counts.
level, sub 7 is like considered.
That's really
pretty
good.
Yeah.
I remember when I did a camp, there was a senior that had 6:30.
Damn.
It was like,
Yeah.
what
So
the
like
hell?
yeah, so like 6:20s, 6:30s. So that's
Yeah.
like college level.
And then
we have
if
a
you look
kid
at
that's
the
like 6:40
Olympic
right
rowing team, they're
I'm like
insane.
6:48.
The Olympic rowing team is like insane because a bunch of their some of their 2K times is sub 6 minute.
Yeah, no, they have like 3
That's
guys or something.
Yeah, seriously.
So like yeah, the Olympics.
I can't even
Yeah, the
imagine
Olympics
that.
where the best gets where the
Yeah.
best go is like so.
That's the U.S.
They're under 5 minutes, but like barely.
Under
No, sorry, not sorry.
Oh my
Under
God.
5 minutes.
They're under 6 minutes, but barely. They're at like
Yeah.
4. No, sorry, 6. Five.
Jesus
Five
Christ.
I can't do numbers, dude. They're at like 5:56.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Right.
Yeah.
So the lower you go, the harder it gets. So
So let's go down the line here and do our 2K times, alright?
Oh, Kush.
Alright, Kush, you start.
8:30. Let's go.
Alright. 6:46. It's 6:48 actually.
6:58.
7:51.
Orion is improving.
I am slowly
He's
getting
getting
there.
there,
My
he's getting
stamina
there.
sucks like so bad.
Yeah, but you come a long way though.
I have definitely, but it's
Yeah.
taken a while.
Orion's shooting for 6:20. This year. Oh wait, that's someone else.
I can
Oh.
I can only barely hope for sub 7. Barely
You
sub
got
7.
it. You got it.
Yeah.
Oren, you can do it. We gotta hustle.
I can do it, but I have to
How's your
hustle.
senior, baby?
I have to do a mad
Super
hustle.
senior.
Senior. Oh.
I'll give it the time.
I can see
Let's do
Oren
it,
failing
Oren. Me
all
and
his
you.
classes just so
Yeah.
he can be in crew.
No, Oren's gonna come back as a coach.
Yes,
I'm not
actually.
coming back as a
No,
coach.
Oren, I can totally see.
Holy shit!
If
I'm not
anybody-
coming
He's such a
back as
mean dude. He'd get fired like after the first year. But
No.
like, he's such a mean.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
That actually did happen this year.
Speaking of coaches, we had
And a great coach.
a change in coaching this
Oh,
year.
yeah, we did.
It was great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
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 Good.
The one we're on.
There's some. Oh no, actually,
No, there's two.
there's two. That'd be 8. But no, actually, when I went into work today, guess who I saw? Yeah,
I never. I can't speak.
This kid works at Subway.
Dude, what about like?
insane.
We shouldn't
His
be talking
2K
about the
is
law. I'm gonna
616.
bleep out the names. I have to bleep out the names.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Let's give them fake names.
Let's get a fake name.
So-
After
Alright.
we've already given them names.
So that goes.
Wait, that's
to
like the one.
so this guy's gonna be.
No.
That's so
No.
bad.
I have to bleep that out, too.
No names. We'll just so we had a change in coaching this year. The previous coach was experienced. She knew
Yeah.
she's done rowing her
We
entire
can
life.
name her.
Dedicated
Yeah.
her sport. Dedicated her life. Dedicated her. No, don't name it.
Yes, you can.
Don't name her.
She's
What?
famous.
Dude,
No.
it's the name of the
I wouldn't.
name on the big brand and crew is Vespoli.
Yeah.
She was.
She's
Yeah.
the wife to the guy who made the Vespoli
Yeah.
company.
Uh,
A neat little trivia about her is that she was going to row in the 1980 Olympics,
yeah.
but unfortunately, because of political climate,
History
America.
with Detective Warren.
America
War.
boycotted that.
It was the
Olympics.
Moscow Olympics.
Yeah, it was
It
the
was during the
Moscow
Cold
Olympics,
War.
and America boycotted it. And unfortunately, she didn't get to row in it, which
That actually
really
blows.
So
sucks.
we consider it Olympic rowing. She would have went.
She- yeah.
and
Yeah.
rowed Olympics,
She
so.
was on the team already.
Yeah, she made it. She was
Yeah,
gonna
she
go.
did.
Imagine that, dude. You work up to that
I
and
know.
just
Oh.
taking. That's
It's
the
honestly
No, and also
worst.
the worst part for her is it was her like back then. It was the best college boat goes to Olympics.
Really?
Like the college boat that win out of all the all the colleges. Sorry,
Mm.
they go, and it was her senior. She was a senior.
Okay.
So unless she came back for school,
We graduated.
yeah.
And we were so close to medal. We could have
Yeah.
done it. We could have medaled in states this year, which is like unthinkable for our team
Sad.
because our team sucks. But
This
there
is, this is the best year we've had.
Yeah, we broke like the
Wow.
our
fastest.
Our record.
Our town's
Yeah.
up by like 30 seconds. So
Yeah.
our town like averaged like there's what 12 teams in the league, right? 12 or 11.
I wish I had my shirt. I could count.
I think there's 12 or 11 teams in the league, and we would average, at least in the guys, probably 7th or 8th,
Mm.
and like we wouldn't like so it was bad like
Yeah.
and so this year we got to a medaling level,
Yeah.
and our time
we were
this year-
competing with the best boats
Yeah, we were
in
competing.
like preliminary races.
Yeah,
And-
so
I think our coach, I'm not gonna say the name again because I don't believe it.
Yeah.
He said that if we had the time this year, we would have medaled last year. But like the league this year came up with us. Like we
Yeah.
advanced far too this year, and they came with us. So that's why it was harder, and we could have done it though. We
We
definitely
could have done it, but
Unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
We had a technical error. We shouldn't go that far into it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
there was an error in the start,
yeah.
and we lost a lot of distance
Yeah.
and like mentality. So
Yeah.
So yeah, and for me, like for these guys, they have a second shot at it.
we don't.
Yeah.
So we're coming back
Unless you
to
guys
their
get help
states
back.
race next year to reclaim our medal.
Yeah, we
You're
worked
gonna steal
basically
it from us.
75% for it. I'm going for
We'll
75%.
each pick a novice.
No,
We'll just
no,
take the
what
medal
percentage?
from
What percentage?
them. What percentage did we work for it? Out of
Yeah.
what, the boat?
Out of like, I would say 75.
Well, you guys were like extremely
Not
important
physically.
roles.
What?
Mentally, like the thinking aspect of it, I'd say like 8.
Like
physically,
changing the
we're
mindset.
all,
Like changing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
mindset.
yeah,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
and like thinking about it, but physically, obviously, we all split up the
Oh,
work.
yeah,
except
that's like-
you. So
Hey, I can contribute somewhat.
you don't contribute physically.
I don't contribute physically,
Well,
but
that's
listen,
a
I can
funny
get more
segment.
He's
meters.
got that
than-
motive going on.
What about
Oh,
arm wrestle
bleep
speech?
that, bleep that.
What you said?
I said.
He's like,
Wait, never mind. Yeah.
Keyword.
I was gonna bleep the whole entire
Yeah.
section out. It's gonna be us talking in silence.
That'd be really. No, just don't even bleep it. Just like silence.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's-
okay.
I can do
So
that.
yeah, so we worked really hard to.
Controversial topics.
Yeah, controversial
These are
topics.
controversial.
We're gonna
We're
go
getting
back.
super
We're gonna go
controversial.
back to regular the basics.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's bring back out the
I mean,
sheep.
that is what's interesting though.
2K racing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get on the erg.
Alright, next
Go.
show.
Nope.
Alright, well, let me show you.
your work.
Let me show you.
Kush is not erging.
I'm not gonna erg, but this is what the rowing machine looks like.
I would rather erg than Kush.
So this is the rowing machine.
You
can't-
have
I
to
can't
show
even-
the fan.
I can't even tell. That there you go. That's the rowing machine. There you go.
Yeah, your feet strap in like you do that. Wow.
You
Wow.
messed up the whole camera.
Kush is a professional at this,
Oh,
guys,
he
as
sits
you
on
can see.
paper.
Oh no! Why did you take away sit then?
I'm gonna have to grab water.
Oh, I don't know if it's any down in the. Oh, yours. Okay. No, I was gonna say I don't know if
No,
it's
I
down
came
in the
prepared.
fridge.
Oh, I fell.
What? Dude, are we talking about the positions?
Position.
Oh yeah, we can go through that. All right, so we kind of talked about Jack's the stroke, 8 seat. You know, he
Most difficult seat in the boat.
That's a fact.
That's true. That's true.
Anyways,
I would argue
I'd say
second
the
is
have
most-
a
Coxon.
another visitor.
I would argue second is Coxon, but I don't
They're
know.
not comparable.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to
Honestly,
compare.
it's uncomparable. Like I wouldn't compare.
No, I would say stroke is harder than Coxon.
Okay,
because-
Yeah.
yeah.
In part you are.
Because you have a physical. Okay, that's what I was doing. Because we worked as a unit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
we
that's
worked as a
Yeah.
team.
Well, but that's how it works. So it's better that way.
Yeah,
If
that's how
you're
a
common.
good stroke coxswain duo
yeah.
works. So I'm doing part of the coxswain job and physical. My power isn't as important. The best power comes
Even
from
though
the
you
middle
had
of
the
the
second
boat.
best 2K in the boat.
Yeah, that's
power-
why.
That's where like the physics of the boat come in more.
The
where
powerhouse
like,
of the
if you're in
boat,
the
guys.
middle, you can apply your power better than if you're on the ends. So even if the stroke is the fastest guy on the team, so maybe some person in the middle can pull harder in the boat, even just because he's in the front.
I can literally
Yeah.
feel it when I switch from stroke to the middle of the boat. When you pull on the oar, it feels like you're getting more like push on it.
So,
It's just how the boat
so the
works.
stroke's job is to set the rhythm, set the pace, change, adapt to how conditions are working, like just handle heights, even because people follow your handle heights.
Ooh.
You said,
You should mention set.
yeah, set.
Oh,
Oh, that's
So these
super
boats are
hard.
very. So these boats aren't. They're not like big. Like they're not
they're not wide.
boats.
They're
No.
skinny.
They're very
fairly
like
skinny.
they're like almost the length like.
They're just a little bit like when you're sitting
So
down,
maybe-
a
maybe
little bit
bigger
wider
than
than
the
you.
waist.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
They're
really
really
enough
big.
so
wider.
an average person can fit inside.
Yeah.
So imagine
Yeah.
like you're kind of like balancing on like a tightrope, tightrope.
Well, it's actually
Tightrope.
Tightrope.
it's probably similar to like the thickness, the wideness of a canoe.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
But I think
but
a
no,
canoe's
canoes are
better balanced.
canoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
they're
are
like
better balanced.
no. See, canoes are like more rounded on the bottom. These
Yeah,
are more
they are.
pointed on the bottom.
Yeah.
So
That's the
for
difference.
speed.
yeah.
Mm.
So
You get
And-
that speed.
Keeping the set is like keeping it stable so it doesn't tip. And that's hard. Like
Yeah.
well, like when we were novice, that's the worst. That's the worst problem. Because
Yeah.
it's always tipping, and that messes you up when you're rowing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty rough.
And it beats
so
you.
in order to keep the balance, all 8 people need to be rowing.
handle heights.
Their
the same.
handle, their oars, like when they go across the water in the water, need to be exact same height. And with everyone
Consistency.
being different heights, the arms are different lengths, everything.
Yeah.
People row differently. It's hard to get that what is it? Consistency.
Yeah.
I guess and it takes a lot of time to get there. Takes even like you
Mm-hmm.
don't really get a consistently set boat until you get to like the V1 and
End of the season.
Yeah.
V1.
Yeah.
Set.
Yeah, like even the V2 is not even that consistent. Like even the V1 like is not really that consistent with sets. There's some
Yeah.
days we have offset.
We had a good set last year.
We had a good set, yeah.
Also, it's like it's
Jesus,
adrenaline.
that was
It's always good when you have adrenaline. I
No,
feel
no,
like
it's
Well,
just
no, when the boat's
when you-
moving faster,
yeah.
it's
It's
Oh,
easier.
yeah.
to
It's
keep
just
it
more
set. It's like a
water
bike. It's like
Yeah.
a bike.
oh, and he's
Oh,
back.
he's got a shirt on this time.
Oh.
Oh my god.
But talking about set, there's like 2 pretty important seats before set, which is
Bow.
the bow pair.
Up here, yeah.
Because they have 2 fairly important jobs, which is just don't rush, so don't be the first
I
one
have an issue with it.
like to take the stroke, which we've had a lot of issues with, and keeping the boat set because they have the 1 seat and 2 seat, which is the bow, have the biggest impact on set.
Yeah, they're positioning. They're on the end. So what happens is they hit the water first.
Yeah, they're on
They're-
the
oh,
exact
well, not the
opposite.
front,
They're on the
technically, yeah,
opposite
they're on the
end
front.
of the from the.
Yeah. So
cockpit.
they're hitting. When their blade goes in the water, they're hitting water that's not untouched. So they have to make sure their blade is hitting it clean, so it doesn't mess up the rest of the boat.
Yeah.
So that's how they cut. And at the front of the boat, there's more pivot with your oar, so you can set the boat better.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel like it's important to mention, like with the bow, like they're saying, we row backwards, so like it's kind of I don't know, the sides are like.
So when you row,
weird
you
for us.
travel this
Here,
way.
I'll drive
For
that.
us, the bow is the back of the boat, but in reality, the bow is the front of the
Yeah.
boat with any other boat. It's not
Also
crew
with
boat.
sides, like what is it?
Star and port.
Yeah, for us they're flipped.
For us, port
Because of the
is
way we're
right
sitting.
and star is left, but
Yeah.
in reality, star is left. No, star is right,
Star-
port
yeah.
is left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
For
I
us,
still
it's
get
like it's
confused.
flipped. Yeah, no, me too. It messes me up because whenever people say, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Board's
it's
right.
like while we were on our trip, and you guys started mentioning the bow at the front
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
boat when we saw the Coast Guard.
Wait, who was?
It was Kevin that said it.
I know, but you were the one who didn't know, like.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
super
Yeah, so
confused.
rowing does
I
use
got
regular
super
boating
confused.
terms, bow,
Yeah.
starboard, port.
Yeah.
Um,
You should have used the back of the boat. You should have used the back of it.
he's drawing a
It's okay, or.
Alright,
So this.
It's at the bottom of the sheet.
Next go.
This is
Oh,
a diagram,
Kush is counting.
and it's backwards. So the boat moves this way. So, and these are supposed to be oars. This is the coxswain. This is the stern where the coxswain is. This is stroke seat right here. So that's the person who leads the boat. But the boat is moving this way. So we're all facing backwards except for the coxswain because they need to steer. So they face forwards. And there you have it.
Let's go. Next go. Come
So
on.
I'm gonna go in. I guess I'm gonna go into how the difficulty comes in. So like you're moving a boat. Yes, you're pushing water, but like why is it difficult? So yes, there's a technical component where technically it's difficult, but like technique with practice can.
What are you doing, Greg?
You really just
I
can't.
don't even know.
Okay.
You're actually insane.
So technically, yeah, things can get technically hard, but you can practice that. But like where it gets physically demanding is it requires all 8 people to be rowing as hard as possible, and nobody can slow down. If you slow down, you can either catch a crab or you can just ruin the boat.
A bug just landed on your arm.
Oh shit. You can ruin the boat. So if you slow down, you're essentially ruining it for everyone. So it requires you to push as hard as you can and even go harder than you're actually capable of. You have to match the speed of the strongest person in the boat.
Yeah.
A boat is as good
Yeah.
as its worst rower.
Yeah,
that's
so-
what I say.
So like if your best rower is a sub 7.2K and you're like you're 720, you might have to try as hard as a 7 minute 2K just to keep up with them because they're not gonna slow down for you. So that's why the
Tough with
sport
them.
really gets hard.
Yeah.
And you can't stop. Like once you hear that buzzer
you
go,
legit can't
you
stop.
literally you can't stop. There's no breaks. There's no easy strokes because that's where you risk catching crab again.
Yep.
You have to keep going.
It
So
also ruins the set, the steering of the boat, everything.
And you
gets
always
thrown
have to
off the
remember,
boat.
if you mess up, you can be in the water and probably drowning.
it's not trying.
That's very unlikely.
That's
Well,
possible
yeah,
because
probably,
if you're
probably.
super tired.
Yeah,
What happens
You're
when
gonna
the
just,
boat
like-
flips, Orion? I feel like that happened with the
That-
girls' team.
Typically
Do
eights
they
don't
get in
flip.
No.
Typically eights don't flip because they're pretty stable.
Yeah, it's pretty
even if
hard
they
to
don't,
flip
like,
an 8.
But the smaller boats like the fours, the doubles, the singles,
Mhm.
they flip
Very easily.
if you're careful. If you're not careful.
Yeah.
You flipped.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
You
Yeah.
flipped in a double.
In a
Guess you didn't
double.
flip.
It was like our first time like rowing the double. I was rowing with one of my other friends. And it happened all in slow motion. It was really funny.
Well,
And
because
it
it
was
flips slowly because there's so much the oars.
I know,
Or
it was like, oh. It didn't register until we were like actually in the water.
I can imagine it. Just
I
was
Orion,
really-
Orion starts
Oh.
tilting. He's like,
Oh. You know what that reminds me of? When Orion rode a single. And he got in the
yeah.
way of
Oh,
an
let me
eight
tell you-
boat.
That was
You want that
bad.
story?
See, I was trying to dodge.
Alright, so what happens is so we have this at the end of the boat we put there's this thing
Bow
that
ball.
there's a safety
Bow
there's a safety thing
ball.
called a bow ball and and it's essentially prevents like if you were to hit a swimmer it prevents the boat from going through them like
Yeah.
literally going through them because if
It's
you
gonna hurt.
if you
though.
took that off it would be a point so it would be like
A dagger.
a dagger kind of
yeah.
like so they put a bow ball in there so maybe so it doesn't go through a person right so because these boats if
Or
going
hits the dock.
yeah,
damage
going-
as well.
Oh, that's
going
true.
full speed can go straight through a person, and this person was in a single, right? And he was rowing towards, and I was
I
going
was
down.
trying to dock. Honestly.
so-
I was
so
trying
we
to
were-
dock. I already looked, but I didn't
we
see
were
anyone,
going-
and I was docking.
No.
Yes, I thought I looked. I don't remember honestly. I don't
We
remember.
yelled, dude.
Oh, it's just like at the stop
we were
sign.
going down.
Alright, anyways,
Alright. That was a good one. I can't say anything about that. So we were going down the lake, right? And this person and our dock is here, right? And Orion was here, and he was coming into the dock, and we told him to stop, right?
I panicked.
And
honestly.
instead of stopping,
my mind.
he
went
tries to go
Faster.
to beat faster to try to
I
beat
thought-
try to beat
I don't
beat
know.
us like
one
try
person
to cross us.
tries to be faster than
yeah 8 people. So he's in a single and he's trying to be faster than 8, right?
Okay, here's the thing. You
And,
guys
we're,
are coming
and
so
we
I'm
were
going
and this was
way, though.
this was the last piece of the day and usually at the last piece of the day we do this like all out, everything you got.
A
put it-
sprint.
A sprint. Yeah. So there's the word. All out, everything you got, and this is like, and
Most
usually.
sports have
And
sprints.
usually on a good day, and that was a pretty good day we were having. That's usually the fastest we go all practice. And so this kid's trying to beat the V18 to the dock.
I don't think it was the V18 actually.
Was the V18?
I wasn't in the boat. I think we were doing mixed lineups.
Oh well, it was a good boat.
But I thought
Yeah.
you
It was
guys.
still 8 people.
Honestly, I thought you guys
So-
were gonna be turning right instead of starting to
Yeah,
go
but you know the
left.
traffic patterns. Come on, you've been doing this for a while. You don't know. You don't.
I know.
No,
I know the
have you
loop.
seen
Cox,
Cox?
Toriano?
I know
Have
the
you seen
loop. I
Cox
know the
Tunnel?
loop. I know the loop.
You don't know the traffic patterns.
Just I know which way you guys go.
It's
I just
circle.
wasn't sure which way, if you're gonna turn right to avoid him or left to avoid him.
Bottom line
And also,
is you see an 8 hauling ass down the lake.
panicked.
You don't try to go in front of it.
I did panic.
He panicked, so his reaction was to go in the direct path of the boat.
So then we had to stop and check it down. So that's where we pull our blades flat like this in the water, so it stops on the water. No, straight down, like in the
All
water.
at once we do it.
And all at once, and I've never seen a boat check it down harder in my life. We stopped so quick.
And there's also a little thing on the bow that holds numbers for competitions, and accidentally
He broke that
up.
off. Yeah, he
Broke that
off.
off. It was.
I don't know how
it was
that
just
was
all
going
that
to
was
break.
Luckily,
bad.
there was no damage, and this kid, you literally could have like
I know. I could have gotten really hurt.
really hurt. Because like if you fall in the water with like
I know.
a broken arm, like you're not gonna swim.
Oh, I could. I have my other arm.
Yeah, that's gonna still be a struggle.
He panicked.
It would. My mind went blank.
Yeah, the
Alright, so
the,
that was probably
freshwater
one of the
sharks
scariest
coming at
moments I've
What
had.
about the time that girl like broke her hand trying to stop
Oh,
a boat?
yeah.
No, she didn't break her hand.
No, she
just-
broke her-
she broke
she-
her
I thought
hand.
she quit.
She
She broke her hand.
She had to quit like.
She had to-
Oh, or is
Stop
this
her.
someone else?
So this is
This
so
was like, I don't think you. I think you guys.
Oh,
we
this
weren't
is someone
there. You guys
else.
weren't there.
Because I was thinking about like the time when I came into one of the girls' boats
no, that was
and one of our
No,
cops
this was
put her
this
hand
was
out.
a friendly
So-
fire situation.
yeah, this is a friendly fire. So
Friendly
we had two
fire,
boats,
oh my
and a lot of times we have two boats, three to two boats being coached by one coach. And I guess the coach was talking to another coach, and there was a novice coxswain, and she a lot of times they're new, so they don't really know how to steer the boat that well.
She was abnormally bad.
Well, yeah, but we don't talk
Oh,
about. We're not gonna get into that.
We'll censor this.
Yeah. So she almost hit the other boat, and the last person, the bow person, had to literally put her hand on the end of the boat and just push it off, and she ended up pushing the boat away, which is impressive, by the way. Because it was 8.
It's really
That was really impressive,
crap.
and but she broke her hand in the process.
No wonder.
So it just shows how fast he's
And then that coxswain was removed from the team permanently.
Oh my God.
can't be hurting team members. Doesn't
The
work.
one we
actually
do
rough
not
one.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He or
Who are
she.
they? Who's the coxswain that hit a tree, a buoy multiple times?
Wait a minute, wait.
Who is that again?
Yeah, but I've never broken a boat. Every single coxswain's broken a boat. I've never broken a boat.
Wait,
I've never
Was
broken a
that
boat.
the same guy who always
never
messes up
broken
his
a boat.
count?
Every
Yeah,
other
yeah.
coxswain has
I've never broken a
every
boat.
other coxswain who has broken a boat. I've never broken
Wow,
a boat.
coxswain.
I've never damaged a boat.
I've never damaged the boat while coxing.
No, we broke
You don't
the Callahan.
That was you guys. I didn't crash into anyone. I didn't like miscall putting the skeg in or anything.
Were you
It
in
was
the
like-
boat?
What? Yes, I was in the boat.
Okay, then it was partially your fault.
Still,
I guess I'll take partial
Well, there, 'cause
responsibility.
you also have
somehow.
the-
You could have called him to stop.
What?
Or
I don't
know.
think we knew. I don't think we even knew until like we went in.
No, like it was
wasn't-
already
Oh.
partially broken. It was a terrible boat.
Oh.
It was
Well, yeah, it's the
Callahan,
Callahan.
dude.
That's
Yeah.
probably worse
Talk
than the
shit about
Murray.
the Callahan. Okay.
Callahan's a boy.
The Callahan is not worse than the Murray. The Murray
No?
is
The Murray's worse.
garbage.
James Murray.
As a novice, you row the worst boats, and
Yeah.
these boats are terrible. They're already
Oh,
cracked.
yeah,
I have a
honest.
soft spot for the
Okay.
Callahan. Okay.
The Callahan.
It was a bad boat. But
Yeah.
But
But you guys went from the Callahan to the Murray to the Spirit,
Yeah.
or
We broke two
Yeah, I love
boats
the
to get the
Spirit.
V2 boat.
that's the strat.
That's
That's the
the
move.
move. That's the
Yeah.
move.
And then we did
Break
terrible
every
at
bad
six.
boat.
and then
And then we did
actually,
terrible at sea.
because where
Oh,
did that
and
hole
like-
come from? Because in like bow seat or the bow
No,
seats, there's
the-
a hole
The
in the
gunnel
side.
is really wide in that boat, so
Yeah,
oar
but
can
I
actually
know-
go through.
Yeah, I know that's happened to me before. It
Yeah.
just actually pops. Then it's like, oh.
Shocking.
But like, there's like a hole in the boat that's just patched with duct tape or packing with packing tape.
That's how you
Like,
do it,
Who
dude.
did that?
Oh, you remember
I don't know.
when we were lifting the boat last year,
Yeah.
and the one side couldn't lift it enough, and then boom, right to the side. Was that the?
Oh, I remember that. That was we were putting the V1 boat, and it goes above the V2 boat, and I
Yeah,
like,
lift it
yeah,
way
no,
up over your
I've
head.
had
And
people
we
break
didn't.
all my boat, the boat that I cox,
Yeah.
but I've never actually broken my boat.
Yeah,
Okay,
And we were,
I was so pissed that day. I wasn't at
insane.
practice. That one day I wasn't at practice.
Yeah.
The one day I wasn't at
And we
practice.
had, we didn't
No, I
have
remember
enough
what you're
tall
talking about.
people in the
Because
back.
we skipped for prom.
Yeah, we skipped
right?
prom.
Prom was junior prom.
Yeah,
was
see,
that
that's why
night.
you don't skip.
And,
That's why
and
you don't
everyone
skip.
blamed us.
Yeah.
Everyone blamed us
For the boat breaking.
breaking
Remember
when
we
we
got
were
blamed
not
for the
there
oars?
because we didn't show up to
Freshman year, we got
practice.
blamed
The
for
one day that me and Jack don't show
Oh,
up,
I
everything
remember
falls
that.
apart.
Yeah. And this wasn't even our good day. This
Yeah.
was like junior.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they like and,
Yeah, this
and they
was
blame,
our
and then they break
fault.
and they didn't even say sorry.
No, they blamed us.
They just blamed us for.
He
what?
still blamed us.
It could have
I'm
not
just joking around.
It could have not been
Joking around.
broken if you
The
just put
seniors weren't.
if you didn't put all the tall people
Oh,
on
the
one
seniors.
side.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what we should have
that
done.
one.
Yeah, we had all tall people on one side, all short on the other. So
Yeah.
our side got it up, and then the short
Other
people.
side,
Honestly,
couldn't do it.
Everyone who was at the boat, it was everyone's fault at the boat.
So
Yeah.
we have racks and the top rack's pretty high. It takes like.
We
the
should have
tallest guys on
FaceTimed
the team
Coos
get
to
up
help
there.
us cox it.
What?
We should have FaceTimed.
Well, I would expect the coxswain that was coxswain that to do a lot
That's
better job.
true.
Dude, we were
Who
busy
was our
playing
coxswain?
Smash.
Actually, I can't.
Dude, we all got roasted by the seniors at
What?
one point. Because our freshman
Oh,
year,
yeah.
I was just telling Warren about this. Somebody on our team
remember it.
We
said
were
that.
good seniors. We didn't roast, and we were nice.
I know,
everyone. We were
but
good.
you guys
someone
were good.
said that we used the felt. The felt oars are really good oars, by the way.
Yeah, we use
V1 used them.
Sadly,
We,
not anymore.
they said that we, when we were novice, used the felt oars, and we got roasted.
We
and
never used
they were
them.
like pissed at us, and we're like, what?
We legit
We never touched
used
them.
See, they didn't
Yeah.
understand the.
I don't think
why,
we even knew they
why,
existed.
because the
at
felt
that
oars,
point.
they're very like, they're very. You have to be careful with them because they wear down really easy. If you get water
Very.
on them, they damage faster. And
Yeah,
you
in
know
a
what?
water
And they're
sport.
always in
Yeah,
water.
In a water
so.
sport. Yeah, but it's still like they still damage faster.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So we wanted to keep them as long as possible, and we don't like the novice using them because they don't know how to treat equipment properly.
But they
And when
still
these
do.
two guys were novice, and they still used them, and we would just get really mad because those
No,
two.
we didn't.
We
use
never
them.
used them.
What?
We got blamed for using. We
Yeah,
didn't
you got
use
blamed
them.
The
for
next
never
year,
used them.
Next year, yeah.
Dylan's year.
They used it a lot.
Oh yeah,
They
pickle
used
dill
it.
They got
guys.
to use
And
it.
then we
watched
got
that
in trouble
video.
for yelling at them about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like, but like, yeah, that's where we were really sensitive towards there. But that, deal with that stuff.
Just sold
You're
something.
novice.
See that, Jack?
This is not a reselling podcast, okay?
Coming soon.
God damn.
It's just gonna be you.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so that's why it's.
gonna be a load.
But you're novice. You gotta deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
How it works.
They gotta learn their place.
That's how the system works. You gotta learn your place.
They gotta learn
Yeah,
their place.
this year's novice did not know their place.
No,
At all.
they didn't.
Nikki?
Nikki.
He was fine. He was the best one.
Yeah.
They were fine. Well, all the other novices, they were so cocky, and each time we put them in a place, they were still more cocky.
Yeah.
Dude, when they started practicing just without their shirts and stuff, it's like, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
They're all
you're
twigs.
like-
They're all
They're
twigs.
either skeletons or like blobs.
Yeah.
And there's that one just shredded kid.
Yeah.
Who was the shredded kid? It was
It probably is him.
oh, no names.
I don't know. Nikki would know, but Nikki doesn't want to come over here. Nikki, you want to just come say hi?
Oh, alright.
Well, he
Well,
kinda
you
said
heard
hi
his
there for a
voice,
minute.
so-
Yep.
That's future V2 stroke right there.
Yeah.
RV1 bow.
No, not people.
Nah, it's not a bow.
Oh.
Yeah, we also rose port. Well, we
Doesn't
both
matter.
row
Row
both
both
sides.
sides.
We'll
Thank
bucket
you.
rig it. We'll bucket rig it.
I don't row both sides.
Actually,
Yeah, but you were too late. You know,
We tried that.
you weren't playing the system yet.
We tried that.
You got playing the system too late.
Remember when he tried me at 7?
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
a disaster.
Yeah.
We lost to the novice.
Seventies
Actually.
are fun too. They have a good stroke and a good coxswain. 70s is so fun.
Well, let's
Yeah.
go. In my opinion, what do you think the order of hardest to last? In my opinion, it goes. Well, not excluding the cox. I'm gonna go 7. No, sorry, not 7. Sorry.
Excuse me?
Whoa. I'm going stroke, bow, 7, 2, and then middle 4, whatever order you
I
want.
think 7's harder than bow.
I don't think so.
No,
I
I
don't think
wouldn't.
so
No,
either.
it's not. It's not.
Seven's not
7
It
is just
isn't.
like following the person
7 is
in
like
front of you.
it's a little
Yeah.
different at first, but once you get used to it, it's fine.
Yeah,
Bow is
honestly.
very difficult all the time.
What's
I've
annoying
never
though
wrote
in
that. Yeah,
V2
you
is
I wrote
that
2
like,
and that was easy.
when we're like changing our
Yeah,
strokes
two
a lot,
easy.
it's
Three.
hard to be 7 when you're like.
The reason why bow is hard is because first of all you're the furthest away from the strokes.
You also
So
feel no resistance. You have to
yeah.
make up your.
There's no resistance on the recovery,
Yeah, and you also have to keep
and
set.
your blade
perfect
work
set.
has to be perfect.
Yeah,
I said it's like hardest seat.
yeah.
At first, like there's always a nostalgia behind bow where it's like the worst row goes to the bow, but it's usually
Nostalgia?
the nostalgia.
What?
Is that? Did I use that word right? I
No,
don't know.
not even close.
Nope.
Is it,
What are you even trying to say?
Like just word like
Stereotype?
stereotype. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like
That's- I
charisma,
think that's
right?
what-
Is that the word?
Although,
What?
I don't
Yeah,
know. Dude.
stereotype.
I,
You said charisma?
I don't know. Dude. I
Charisma.
can't. Dude,
oh my god. So he doesn't.
I don't know how.
This word sounds
I'm
fancy.
thinking of a word.
Stereotype.
No, not stereotype.
Yes, it is.
No, the stereotype is 3 seat. That's
That's also
always
that's
mean.
also a meme, but
Like
that's
that
more, a
Erdo's
little
always
more
on.
legit.
Yeah.
3 seed is always just the worst thrower.
Three
Yeah.
seat is the
Bad
Wait,
technique.
it's always
Dude,
called
where
like
did that even come from?
I don't
bro?
know, but it's always called 3 tard. Retarded so funny.
Nick, you like that one?
I've actually never heard that.
I know, that's what I see all the time.
Oh!
Wait, that
Well, three.
I have to bleep a little bit.
Well,
of
people
that
think
right
people think that bow is the worst seat. It's just because they're the shortest person typically, but it doesn't mean they're the worst person.
Yeah.
3C is where the most irrelevant person goes.
Yeah.
Like they don't have, they're not far back enough to contribute to balancing the boat, but they're not far up enough
They're
to
still-
contribute to power.
They're
Yeah.
technically part of the middle four, but they're not.
Yeah.
really.
Not really.
They don't do much.
Yeah.
It's just a name.
The engine room is technically middle floor.
The mitochondria.
The mitochondria.
Like don't get us wrong, it is still hard to get into
Yeah.
any seat when you
Yeah.
get when you get the higher levels.
Especially
It
V1,
is.
that's
Especially
the
V1.
top. For
No matter
us.
what boat you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter.
They deserve the spot. Like, they
Yeah.
have the power to get in there. But it's just that seat's just memed on.
Yeah.
It's just memed.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. All the
It's
instruments
typically
are-
where you put the strong person that doesn't have the good technique.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, we can talk about the V14 or.
The V1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
that
was
was
actually a
fun.
V1 rower this
Yeah.
So our team was kind of small, so we had
That was
a
pretty funny.
V1 8, a V2 8, and we had a couple guys left over, so we had four rowers, right?
Yeah, we.
We had 5 rowers left over.
It's 6.
No,
But
6?
there's a 4 boat.
Oh yeah, so we had
Yeah.
6 rowers left over, and so they were putting a 4, right? And technically they're
That's a lot.
they're the only 4 for the guys team, so that puts
Yeah.
them in the V1 category.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not the 4 best.
No.
Should
So-
we talk about what we originally
So
called
we would joke
the
around and be like,
four
oh,
boat?
they're the V1 4.
Oh.
Remember what we
Well, we're
originally
gonna have
called
to
the
censor
four
it
boat
anyways.
back then?
That's fully reject.
Yeah, that's fully
That
reject.
was an era ago.
Yeah, that's
Era-
an era long gone.
That was a past era.
That was a past
actually.
era.
Yeah.
That was a
Gone.
legendary boat. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
It was legendary.
It was legendary.
They
That's what I
flipped.
watch.
What?
It was legendary to watch.
Oh, it was.
I'm
a
just
sight-
happy to be
it was
there.
A sight to
I'm
behold.
just happy to
Yeah.
be there.
It was. It was.
That was hilarious.
Kush, what was our average for our boat? Do you remember? Or no?
Our average 2K?
Yeah.
Our average 2K, at the end, at States it was 707, but after States we did some more 2Ks and we got down to 703. So,
Okay, so that's the V18 and the V14. What was your 2K again? 751? Yeah.
And his was like the best.
Seven-
time.
Yeah, he had.
That's true.
No.
Actually,
No, no,
Logan has the best PR, but
What's
at
the
their
that
average
time,
was like 740
Logan's
something.
best PR is
741.
741.
Their
Like
average
31.
was
His-
No,
Yeah.
How did he
His last one was 45.
How did he get 31?
Logan, we love you, bud.
Are you crazy?
But his
That
most,
kid's like this tall.
but he's
doesn't
sort of
care.
given up on 2Ks. So
Yeah.
He's
They-
had very bad experiences. His shoes come
Yeah.
out every time.
Why?
I don't know why.
who knows?
He's probably doing something wrong.
I don't know.
Not
Not my part anymore.
His last
I'm
one
out.
was
If you don't like
745.
the workout, you're doing it wrong.
30. That's better than like
I know.
Kevin's time, dude.
I know it's really. Actually,
No,
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 Kevin's better.
Wait.
If Logan's stuck on it, though, we can. Okay, we should not stop saying. We should stop saying names.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back to the list.
How about we list off everyone on our team?
All right, so we
Oh,
got
there's this guy,
Oregon,
this guy,
Cruz,
this guy, this
Jack.
guy.
Well, actually, they're gone. So rip.
Yeah, we left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they know
Stroke.
some people. Oh,
V1 Coxon.
All the people-
What are they gonna do without us? We held the boat together. We
Yeah.
were glued.
I was the star captain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Better than you.
Oh, calm down.
Oh.
They haven't seen you in action.
Haven't
yet.
had
We-
a chance
Yeah.
yet. Hasn't even had a chance.
Oh, but I just thought I'd mention this because I just thought of it. All the people who were in the camping vlog, if you guys saw that, they're all in crew. So Caleb, Logan was in that, and Kevin, I think that was it, and then the rest of us. They all do crew also.
Yet.
So you know
What about
the
Ben?
boys.
Has Ben there?
No, Ben didn't.
No.
He did like that
Ben has potential.
camp. That's what I told him
He
that.
has
I told him
potential,
that.
but his
He doesn't
form,
believe it.
his
He doesn't
form
believe
gets so
anyone.
bad.
No.
No, he
He
doesn't.
has so much potential. He could be really. He could be like V1.
He doesn't-
I told.
I don't
I told him.
He
yes,
could be
if you
V1
try this
Galaxy.
year,
I think
you
that's
can
a
make
great spot.
V1.
I don't think he believes in
I think
himself
V1.
enough.
I
though.
think Ben, if you're watching, V1
Come on.
3C is you.
You can hop on that shit. You can
3
hop
and
on
3C
that.
is you.
Just keep your head in the boat.
Should I bleep his name or no? I'll keep that in. I'll
No,
keep
keep
that in.
that in.
Ben, we believe in you, okay?
And keep-
Listen, you're hustling this year and you're making it to V1.
Mhm.
And that's a fact. And it's happening. We're going to push you to do
It's
good.
gonna happen.
That's
You're
right.
gonna get your head in the boat.
Yeah.
Or
This year,
I'm-
these guys. This year we're taking a leap forward. You guys.
I was
already
already
left.
one.
but,
What are you talking
like
about?
these guys.
You won 8.
They're doing this. They're, in the fall, they're doing this other. I'm not gonna mention the name.
Yeah.
But
It's it's a program that's like harder than the one we
yeah.
do.
So they.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Their name is. They have a really intense name.
Yeah.
It just sounds badass.
Gore
Let's
Road.
just say
We'll
that.
call it Gore Road.
But yeah, it's like
I
the
feel
best
like,
rowers
I
in the
think
entire.
actually that
like,
rowing
region, not
that
region,
rowing club
area.
has like
area.
other like is also in other places besides where we are.
It might be.
Might
But
be.
I
I
don't
think
know.
they
Just
do.
not mentioning it just in case.
Well, obviously.
But like the best rowers in our area go there. All the rowers in our league go there.
What surprised me, I was gonna do it in the summer, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
this was
it
the
filled up.
only year that they filled up, which is like, what,
That's
dude?
evidence the league's getting faster. You know,
Yeah.
work.
It's gonna be crazy.
Everyone needs to keep up.
Everyone needs to
but-
keep
Apparently, there's gonna be
using the down. You gotta bleep that out.
No, you
apparently this fall they're not gonna be even close to filling up. We went to like lunch the other day. We were talking about it,
Yeah.
and apparently it's gonna be like 40 people. So there's a good chance we're gonna be in boats together.
They might.
I know. Oh yeah. They might do a boat with our town only, which would be so awesome.
Oh,
Just kind of a
No,
random
that would help.
person.
That would help because you guys can row together more.
We
Well,
have
honestly, I feel like it'd be better for you, Nate, and some of the better guys to go with the high level boats. I
Yeah.
think. You
Well,
you have more
I don't know if I'll
experience
make it
with
because there's guys with 620 in
Yeah, I
it,
know.
so I don't know if
True.
I'm making the top
Yeah,
row
but
on
at
that
least
team.
at least just have something so you could walk around and be like, yeah, I'm sub 7. No.
Yeah.
You don't even know exactly where you are. You can just
No, if you're bragging about being sub 7, chances are you're
Well-
not that far.
Yeah,
from
but
it.
as long as I'm not
if
sub
somebody
7
asks you-
anymore,
if somebody
I
asks you,
didn't do
hey,
anything this summer.
What's your 2K time? Be like sub 7, and then they ask you what exactly. You can say sub 7.
Yeah.
And you be what exactly.
Greg, you have
and
no
then-
service in your basement.
But you can't go around and say sub 8.
Yeah,
right?
so
if you say sub 8, you're gonna get beat up.
Yeah.
Imagine Chris getting sub 7. Oh.
Dude.
2020. Catch me.
2020, hello.
What
You get
20?
sub
Spring
7.
it.
Spring
Spring
it between
2020,
2030,
sub 7.
dude. 2030, you're gonna have to sub 7.
Chris had the dad bod by then.
Dad. Oh my god.
Chris with the dad bod?
Oh,
my
Chris is
God.
weird.
I'm never
He's
gonna
still
get that
super
bad.
skinny. But like, he's just
Whack.
like got
Oh
a
my
beer
God.
belly.
That would be so weird.
That'd be weird.
Chris is gonna be loaded more than he is now.
He's gonna be like an
With his-
M&M.
With his business, Chris is gonna have 5 businesses.
Wait, so his neck would just merge with the rest of his body.
Can we
so
talk about
he
crew,
becomes
please?
All right,
M&M.
our last
No.
topic. Vibes.
Vibes!
Vibes.
You guys see the shirt? Good vibes. It might be backwards because of the camera. I
Oh,
don't
you guys
really
talk
know.
about lives. I can talk about boxing vibes, but you guys. Can talk about
Wait, what did you say?
like vibes. You mean what do you feel when you row? Like the good feeling.
Oh, that's not what I was gonna talk about.
Oh, what are you
but
gonna talk about?
There's the scenery, but well, we can
yeah,
talk about
exactly.
how you feel when
Yeah, you go for it. Yeah.
What?
What
Sorry,
what
I
would
don't
you
know
feel?
what vibes
Talk about
are.
your vibes.
I guess-
Your vibes.
I don't know where to start because I had the thought in my mind. It was like about when we race or like when we states most importantly.
Yeah, racing is the best.
Yo, the
part of it.
racing vibes
It's-
is stressful. It's great, but
It's so
once you're
stressful.
on the water at the start line, it's stressful. But the minute you start,
Yeah.
it's
Same with
all
all
gone.
sports.
It's all
but, like,
gone.
You know.
Yeah, that's
Like-
the same with other sport, but like
For
I like-
crew,
Yeah.
for crew, one mistake
Costs
costs
like
like
everyone
everybody.
thing.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
suffers from one
Yeah.
mistake, and you're taking how many strokes do you think you take in a race?
200.
200 strokes.
No,
If-
250, bro.
No.
250
A lot.
strokes in a race.
Yeah.
And if one person out of the 8 messes up a stroke, it could cost you a lot of distance.
It requires like even like one flaw in your technique. Like if you're like our coach uses this analogy, but like not analogy, but says this to us. But if you're like half a second late going into the water,
That adds up.
multiply that by 200 strokes. How
Yeah.
many seconds is that? That's can't do math.
That's like a whole boat thing, though.
What?
That's like a whole boat.
Oh yeah, but even like so
But
no,
even,
but even
still,
one person.
even still.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so-
one person that just throws off like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
But everybody, then you're losing. Yeah, then you're losing.
It requires
You're
all 8
losing
people
time.
to be perfectly together the entire way,
Yeah.
and you can't. If you, I mean, you can mess up if you do. It causes you to go slower, and that's not what you want. You don't want to be the one person that. It's a terrible feeling. I don't think any of us had that. Well, I probably did. Like, it's
I don't think a
it's,
coxswain can screw
Yeah.
up that bad.
yeah.
Steering, yes, but
Steering,
you
yeah.
haven't
like,
you haven't had a
really
steering
steering.
issue in
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Our cost.
Your steering is
Well,
fine.
you can kill a boat by not talking, like by not.
Yeah, but
talking
that's like a
about it.
slow kind of burnout, right?
Yeah, that's fair,
It's
yeah.
not like you just throw off everything
Yeah,
by missing
that's fair, yeah.
like a.
Yeah, but like I don't think any of us have that.
No, yeah.
Like ruining it, but like if you
But it's happened
if you
to
catch a
us.
crab
Yeah.
or if you get
It's bad.
you guys probably
for
know
you,
this,
Greg.
but ejector C is when you fall off your seat or something like that. Like it's a terrible feeling to know that you ruined it for all 7
Yeah.
people that have been working really hard, or probably just as hard as you have.
Yeah.
And you ruined it for all of them. It's just terrible. So it's like it's any part of
It
being
can be
part of
rough.
a team.
Yeah.
It's like it's the same
But
concept. But
it's different, like, because, like, in basketball, say you're in the middle of a game, like, middle. If you miss one layup or something, that's 1 point. It's, like, easy to come back, or 2 points. It's
Yeah.
easy to come back, 1 shot. But for crew, if you're in the middle of the race and you catch a
Yeah.
crab, you lost the race.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
over. So
It's like
especially when you
similar
get
with
the high
other. It's
levels.
similar with
Yeah.
other racing like type stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, because if in, like, running, if
If
you
you
lose,
fall,
you lose
it's
for
over.
yourself.
If you fall,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
over though.
You
Yeah, but with
lose
crew,
yourself.
if you mess up once, you lose for the whole
Yeah.
boat.
And
Unless
it's
you're
not,
in
Yeah.
sizzles.
it's not
So
just
it's a
that you're
little
not.
heavier.
It's not just
We're
you're
talking
not
about 8
fulfilling
stars,
your
so.
part.
Yeah.
Like it's not like if you're on a team, like if you're on a field and you like mess up a pass or something, you're messing it up kind of for yourself, but like you like
not
inadvertently
as big of a
screwed
deal.
up for everybody else because
Yeah.
what everyone else is doing is reliant on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to rely on each other.
So
Yeah.
it's the most teamwork.
And also a lot of sports with like football, a lot of field sports are subs. So if you're messing up, you're having a bad day.
there's no subs in crew.
There's no subs.
Yeah,
you
you
don't.
can't
You don't
switch.
get
You're
to
out
stop
there, you're out
halfway
there.
through and
Yeah.
switch out rowers just because this guy's not doing well. You can't change the plan mid game.
Yeah.
Like I mean, yeah, the coxswain can do simple strategies where like,
Yeah.
you pull 10, pull 20, but like it's like what you have
There's only so much you can do.
at the start line is what you're gonna have throughout the
Yeah.
entire race.
It's like
Yeah.
7 minutes of constant physical
Once you've dealt your
exertion.
Yeah.
cards.
So,
Maybe not 7, like 5.
and there's not much you can do. Like once you're losing, you're losing. There's not much you can like.
Yeah.
It's a very like.
You have to like hope for a
It's
miracle.
not very It's really simple when it comes to racing,
Yeah.
but like the sport itself, like it's very like one way. Like you gotta get to point A to B as fast as possible. It doesn't matter how you do it. You
Yeah.
just gotta do it. But
Yep.
like if you're behind 5 seconds, 5 seconds is a lot to make up for,
Mm.
and it's just like it's like
Yeah.
it's what you have in the beginning. Like I said before, like what you have in the beginning is what you have. You're not gonna.
Yeah. There's a lot
pull
of like
anything
winning
back.
in crew is within like 0.0 like
I
seconds.
think that's very true.
Yeah.
It's like
very, very
Really
tight.
close.
it's super
There's
close.
a very thin margin between boats usually.
Yeah.
And like that's like and being on the and like it comes to the boat when it comes to like being make sure you're on the right side of that because you will like if you come back like we've lost a medal.
We lost.
by-
We lost out on medaling in our V2 boat sophomore year by it was 0.2 seconds.
There's
Right?
0.2 seconds and it just makes you think like if one person just pulled
A little
a
harder.
little harder.
On the last
Yeah.
stroke.
last year you could like 0.2 seconds you can do with like 2 people.
We
Yeah.
thought it was a tie. We couldn't
Yeah,
tell. We
we
couldn't
couldn't
tell
tell.
in the boat.
I thought
Yeah.
we won to be honest.
No.
I think most people thought we
Well,
lost.
from what I was seeing is I was like neck and neck with the coxswain and like
Yeah.
yeah you don't talk. They medal novice here. They can stay on their high horse. It doesn't mean shit.
It does.
It does.
It was the best feeling.
It
It
felt
actually
good.
was.
It was.
I was
Alright,
best.
novice. I bet it was a good feeling, but I'm not to shit on novice here. I mean, I'm gonna shit on novice here, but
Everyone
novice
shits
here
on novice
is
here.
is who doesn't mess up the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who wins.
Yeah.
Not the strongest boat.
Yeah, but we
it's
were
the boat that
clutching.
doesn't mess
We
up
were
the
in like
freaking
freaking
crash.
No,
fifth.
our sprint though, because in a race, the sprint can like a lot of times like make it or break it.
Yeah.
That can like seriously do it.
Our sprint was
Because we
killer
were going to come in fifth
novice.
place, like our novice year, until our sprint, and we made it to second place. And we were like gaining like still on the first place.
If there was
lead.
like 3 more seconds, we could have taken first.
Yeah.
Because
I always find that a crazy strategy. A lot, some teams, what they do is there's a couple teams in our league that do that.
They started early.
They set a low split, so they try not that hard for like
Oh.
lower than what they usually do for most of the race. And then when it comes to the last 500 meters, they take an early sprint and then beat everyone out.
yeah.
And it's a
wasn't
really
mad.
risky strategy. Where like,
It is risky.
An hour.
like, yeah. So,
Dude, editing,
we're
going
trying-
through,
we're gonna
beating
have
out.
to wrap up soon. But
Yeah, I think
Imagine
we're
if-
close to an hour.
Yo, get your feet out of this.
Bro, you don't want to see my feet?
That works off of adrenaline too. Because
Yeah, I know,
when
yeah.
you're sprinting past somebody, you get you're like in a good.
it gets you good. And a
Yeah.
lot of times, if a boat is catching up to you on the sprint, like not even the rowers or the coxswain can't really do much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
You
can
could
get,
probably yell harder.
There's not
to
enough
throw
time. Like the
harder.
sprint is how many seconds? Like I would say.
Yeah, it's a
like,
lot of momentum.
I would say,
too.
like,
the sprint is like.
I mean, it's like 250
Less than a
meters.
minute,
isn't
less
it?
than a minute. Like
Yeah.
there's not enough.
It's like 30.
There's not
20
enough time
seconds.
to like. It's not like. Like if they're catching up to you, they're gonna have too much momentum. There's no way you're catching up to them.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to believe that, but in reality,
Like,
that's
there's a
what it is.
small chance of actually being able to like fend them off.
You really have to kick into another gear. You have to not be going your fastest.
Yeah, and usually the sprint is your fastest.
Yeah.
That's what you have left. And when you don't have a lot left, and the other team's been saving all their energy,
Yeah.
and has the adrenaline of catching up to
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
and you're dreading them passing you, so
Yeah.
you're like freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a risky strategy, but I respect it. I think it's cool.
Mhm.
It's good.
And I have the people who freaking yell when they're sprinting. You've done that before.
Yeah. I think-
Yeah. Runs, yeah, there's a lot of noises.
There's a lot.
I do in
Noise.
states occasionally. I do it only in states.
I spit sometimes.
So
I go
the length of our races, we do sprinting seasons. So it's or the category is called quategory.
Quack?
The category is called sprinting.
Quack is
So
trash.
it's sprint
Quack, if
racing.
you're watching, I don't like
You're the
your
best
channel, buddy.
YouTuber, bud.
Oh my god.
Quack, I love you.
It's 1500 meters or 200 meters. Oh wait, no, 200. No, 2000.
What are you
200
saying?
races.
1500 meters
Our
or
races are
2000.
not. Our states is not 2,000.
Yeah,
Oh, it is
the
1500.
private schools they do 2,000. That's what's
But then
supposed to be.
fall.
The lake we race on for states is certainly big enough for 2,000,
It is,
but
yeah.
it's just our league doesn't do
Yeah,
that.
because none of the public schools don't have enough.
Our lake is smaller than the standard that we race
Yeah.
at. Our lake is like
Yeah.
what, 1,200?
It's 13.
No, I think 13, 15.
Well, the race 300, but we usually row 1,200 because
Yeah.
you don't go to
Yeah, we don't want to go into the weeds.
Yeah.
Or into the other
But yeah,
dock.
like Greg said in the fall. You want to talk about that?
Fall races, it's like they're way longer.
How many-
5,000.
20-minute races.
Yeah, 20-minute races.
2 miles.
Crazy. And that's the worst.
If you think
Oh my God.
like
It's
5
bad.
minutes of complete physical exertion is bad, try 20.
What
Yeah.
do you guys think? What's harder, fall or spring?
What's harder?
I say spring.
I think spring is
You only have-
harder.
we only have one
yeah.
race in fall. Spring's way harder.
Spring is harder, but fall is like it's
Well, no,
it's
just the
worse.
style of
so
racing.
Yeah.
spring
Oh.
in spring, like it's much more intensive on your body. Like fall, it's still intense on your body, but then it adds even more of the mental
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah.
Because
fall
now
is
you're
more
sitting there like moving just back and forth, looking at the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, you have to,
For
you're
like
supposed to look at the
20
person in front of you
minutes.
too the whole time.
Like, because that's when it becomes even harder, like to not look out of the boat.
And
Because
then you have things like thirst. Like I was so
That
thirsty.
too.
during
Oh
the
my
race.
God.
if you're not hydrated, you're screwed.
It's
you're
like
gonna start scooping
compared
water.
to like compared to like sprinting 200 meters compared to doing a mile, right? Like 200 meters is like
no one's sprinting a mile.
what?
No,
No,
mile's
not
not even
sprinting.
that
Sorry,
long,
running.
like,
Sorry,
for running.
running 200
Yeah.
meters, sprinting 200 meters, or running a mile. Like a mile is like not a mile, like a marathon or something like that, right? Like it's a lot longer, and
It
it's
is.
like it's harder over a long period of time.
Yeah.
But the
wears
sprint
you down
is
slowly.
very
It wears
difficult.
you down
Extremely
fast.
difficult during that short period of time.
Yeah.
It just depends like what. A lot of times it depends on the
They're
person.
both tough.
Yeah, some
They're
people are
both tough
sprinters, some
things.
people are distance.
Some people, yeah.
I think
Jack,
I'm
you're,
more of a
believe it or not, you're a
sprinter.
distance person.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
I know.
I'm more of a sprinter, I think.
I played the long.
You want to wrap it up with last word?
What's the last word?
Anyone else has to say anything?
No,
or-
no.
or-
Crew is a sport.
Dude,
For all you
in
guys.
our
it's-
school, we
it's
get
Olympic
so
sport,
much
you didn't know?
flack. We get
Yeah,
even
we
one
do.
of my teachers said, "That's not a sport. That's not a sport. Come on."
Yeah.
what are you
Like a lot of people
talking
just
about?"
don't know what it is. So hopefully this will.
It's just lack
Yeah.
of education.
It
We're
really
trying
is.
to put it out there.
We're trying to get the people must know.
You know what's crazy? That at our school, like crew actually used to be very popular.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
The
It
culture
really
went
went
Now
down.
we
down.
get pooped
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
for it.
because
and made fun
it's a
of
meme,
it.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But we are like one of the biggest teams
along with our football
in
team.
school.
Yeah, we have a large
We have
team.
a lot-
Yeah.
Very
like
large
we had
team.
100 kids a few years ago, and now we have we usually have we had 80 kids this year, I think.
Yeah, we have a lot of
But,
kids still.
Yeah.
But yeah, try it out. The best part of crew, I think we can all agree, is the stuff outside of it, the
It's
bonding.
team, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a
that's
lot of
the
time. Believe it or not, there's a lot of time outside of the water than
Yeah.
even on the water.
There is, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
like just rigging boats.
And just
you know,
being
taking
on the
your boats
water
out.
helps enforce like
Yeah.
the friendship between us all.
And a boat that has 8 people that are together and
For, like,
know
several
each other
hours
are
on the
willing
water.
to
Yeah.
work together is gonna do a lot.
It
better
makes a
than-
huge
Yeah,
difference.
it really
It
does.
makes a
Being
huge
caring
difference,
about
yeah.
your boat.
Yeah. If you care about if the coxswain says next take this like a lot of times when I'm coxswain I just say people's names, right?
Yeah.
If you hear that person's name and want to row harder, it just makes it better.
Yeah.
You want to end it off?
Alright, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the first one. I hope you stuck around for the whole thing. Probably not, because it was so long. But if
Pretty
you
long.
did and you liked it, give me a like. Stay tuned for some more, because
If you're a rower, like it.
yeah.
No,
if you're-
don't do that.
I'm not gonna be doing YouTube as much anymore because I'm doing a different what is it called?
Oh,
We don't-
you
we don't-
gotta plug it? You gotta
We're
plug
not
it?
the
Not
most.
yet.
We're not the
not
most
yet.
supporting of this new.
I'm doing
channel.
another.
It's a very
dude, what is it
strange
called?
channel.
Another app, another social media app. So I'm not gonna be on YouTube as much anymore.
You'll be plugged
But
in soon.
I'll probably do a podcast probably about like social medias, and I'll be involved in it. But guys, thank you, like I said, for watching this video. More podcasts coming soon. Another one with these guys, I'm pretty sure, and another one with Philip and Aiden, who have been on the channel before. That's also coming soon. So guys, like I said, thank you again for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications when you subscribe.
Like
this
and share.
video. Yep, share with your
Share
friends,
it.
family.
Favorite it.
Yeah, that's right. And guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye. I really.